Hey guys, it's Ian from ACS Home Services, and today we're going to talk about the importance of having clean ducts. The ducts are a vital part of the AC system. You have your air handler, which is the air is going through, and then your ducts, which supplies that to the rest of the house. And it's so important to make sure that there's no bacteria, dust, dander, pet dander, any of that stuff you don't want to have in that ducting system. So it's very important to have that stuff clean. So I'm going to show you a couple tips, and I'm going to show you a way that we do the sanitization when it's time for your regular maintenance. Okay guys, so here we are at the air handler. We have the blower motor right here, which is the fan that sucks the air up into the ducting system. Down here we have the evaporator coil, okay? And underneath here is where your return is, okay? Now, if you take a look over here, this guy right here is the duct sanitization machine, okay? And when I turn this on, it is going to spray a chemical that's gonna go through the air handler, okay? Passing through the evaporator coil up into the blower and then up into the ducts. So not only is it sanitizing the air handler, and it's also sanitizing the ducts. And we let this run for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size of the ducting system. And that right there will disinfect any bacteria that's inside of here and any bacteria that's inside of the ductwork. Okay guys, now that the duct sanitizing is all done, nice and clean, I'm going to show you another very important part of the air handler. What we have here is we have a UV ultraviolet chamber system, okay? We have two of them installed in this particular air handler. We have one above the coil, and if you look down here, one below the coil, okay? And what this does is the air that's coming in is going to hit that ultraviolet chamber on the bottom before it enters the coil, and then after the air passes through the coil, it's going to hit that top part before it enters into the blower. A lot of the bacteria that you find that's in ducting systems is coming from here because this is where your moisture is. And mold, mildew, all that stuff needs to have moisture to live, survive, grow, and fester, and it's a problem. So having the full protection, not just having a cleaning done, but actually having a preventative source, which is the UV chambers, on all the time when this system is running, is the most important thing. That is going to slow down and stop the mold and the mildew from growing, and hence you will not have to have this ducting system cleaned every single year. Alright guys, so now that I've showed you what a duct sanitization is, the next thing we're going to take a look at is the roto brush cleaning. Now this is for ducts that are extremely dirty, dusty, a lot of gook caked up inside of there. We want to get that stuff out of there. Now just doing a duct sanitization isn't going to remove the dust, the dander, the mold, all that stuff. So we need to do that roto brush cleaning. And what that is it's a tube that we insert into each individual vent. We have to take all the grills off, insert this tube, we run it down the channel, run it all the way down the duct, and there's a spinning wheel that's going to spin, and it's going to kick that stuff up, and as it's doing that, it's going to pull all that stuff. It's going to vacuum it up into a big device, and we're going to remove all that stuff out of there, okay? Once that's done and the ducts are clean, at that point we come in and we do the sanitization. And that's how you're going to get all that thick, nasty stuff out of the ducting system and out of your lungs. So if you guys want to find out more information on having the ducts clean, if you want to schedule a service, a maintenance, a checkup, please log on to acshomeservices.com.